Welcome back all, and welcome back to Dirt Rally 2 and my crack at the first round of the World Series. For those of you who don't know what this event is, or this championship, it's basically Dirt Rally's attempt to move towards more of an esports kind of scene. So this week, first round, we are in the Historical 2 group of cars, and it's front wheel drive, so we either have the Volkswagen Golf or the Peugeot 205 GTI to choose from. Now the top time is a 3:52, there's two people that have hit that, and one's in a Peugeot, one's in a Golf, so it just goes down to personal preference really. So I have put in a couple of hours practice into this, and I have done a 4 minutes pretty much dead, so that would put me in 18th position. So realistically, probably top 30 and around 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes is what I'll be aiming for. I chose the Peugeot because that's what I felt most comfortable with, and we're ready to go. Genuinely, there was a lot of nerves leading up to this stage. I had to keep talking myself out of the kind of mindset of you've only got one chance, you're going to mess up one bit, it's going to ruin your whole stage time. And to be honest, I absolutely love this added bit of pressure. I love that you can go and practice in your own time, but now it comes down to it and we have one shot. One shot against them all. Sounds very similar to a Lord of the Rings reference there, but here we go, the stage is set. Just going to look at my game settings. If you don't know already, I'm on the controller, on the pad, so not using a steering wheel. Using 2 on the stability control just to give me that little bit of help, and ticking it to 2 on the ABS, the anti-lock braking system as well, just to help me slow down that little bit more consistently than maybe I could do without the ABS. So here we go, I put all the practice in that I think I could have done, and maybe I could have gone a couple of seconds quicker if everything goes perfect, but this is what we've got. We're here now. What can we do? Fans are absolutely going mental. They can't wait to see me start the stage, so obviously we have to start with the handbrake on and actually going into second gear to start off the stage, as it gives us better traction. A pretty good start, and we wind ourselves up for an extremely fast first sector. Now the right hand corner coming up is better to attack it pretty aggressively, as it doesn't really slow you down. So as you're going to see over this jump, little tap on the brakes to get the car settled and turned in, and then ride in that bank on the outside. And now we can really attack this section. The little minute inputs on the controller just make or break this section. You have to really get your nose in to these corners. If you don't get your nose into the apex of the corner, you'll either understeer out, or usually the camber of the corners will just run you wide into the banks and into the bushes. Just there, I nearly lose it, and I somehow managed to regain it by keeping my finger firmly on the throttle. This corner here, very easy to understeer and go into the signs on the left there, as the camber changes as you come over the crest. Not really worrying too much about the split time on the left, or whenever it tells us as we go over the markers. I'm worrying about running this stage on my own. This section insanely difficult, as there is bumps, buildings, people, trees to dodge and navigate. I've literally lost track of all of the times that I rolled it coming into that section. I really struggled on these slower corners, the right ones, the left ones. Don't really know how to go through them in these front wheel drive cars. If you do know how to handle these front wheel drive cars obviously better than I do, and how to go through those slower corners, please leave your tidbits, your knowledge in that comment section below. Back to the stage then, and this kind of section, the fast bits, is where the VW really excels. It goes up to about 107 miles an hour, whereas the Peugeot only goes to 104. Very dangerous jump then, into you have to kiss that apex, but making sure you don't clip the mound that is on the inside as well. Definitely binned it a couple of times there. Flat through this section here if you are ballsy enough, and into this tight left hand corner here. Obviously I don't get it right, but not too much time lost there, maybe half a second, maybe a second. And into this foresty section here, this right 3, I just couldn't get right. I didn't know how to go through it. There was a bump there, and then another bump there on the exit of the corner, and obviously the big old wood logs there as well. Very difficult, not really sure how to go through that one. This is all flat through here, a little bit of a lift down to 4th gear, getting that nose into the apex of the corner. Really pushing it now. I've had in my head, oh, I've made a couple of mistakes, I must try and sort of make it up. And that is a bad state of a mentality to be. Just had to correct myself around that corner, and I think it's around now that I flicked a switch in my head and said, okay, just get back on it. Just get some good, clean corners in as I actually go into the bank there. Here we go. Get some good, clean corners in. Finish the stage out strong. Coming up to another very difficult part here then. This 5 left into a right 4 comes over a crossroad as well. Big bank on the inside there. Big tree and a big bank again on the left. Could have gone a little bit quicker through there, of course, but I'm actually very happy that I'm just not dead. Coming into this right 5, into this right 4, a very awkward corner. You just need to stay as close to the apex as possible. And we're just going to get too close and we're going to go for a roll. Managed to get it back on our wheels, dodging the trees and setting ourselves up for that tight right-hand corner. Possibly we lost 1 or 2 seconds, but we are still alive and still rolling towards the finish. So final couple of corners, a couple of fast ones to begin with, and then it gets down to a real slow technical section. And to be honest, in every run through that I've ever done on this stage, I have hit most of these hay bales. So a tight corner here, making sure to get on the power early but not going into the bloody massive building. Don't get caught up on the inside in those hay bales. Try and touch the grass on the outside there to get some more traction. One more hay bale to dodge then, shifting up to 3rd gear and pinning it all the way to the line and making sure you remember to stop before the marshal, because you don't do that in time trials, so I very nearly forgot to do this. But there it is, a 4:02.953 with a roll in there as well. So actually that is exactly where I thought I was going to be anyway, and we had a roll as well. So also this was recorded on the Saturday and the event actually finished on the Monday, so there was still 2 days to go. I will put the actual result in the description of the video, but right now we're in 28th, 10 seconds off the leaderboard. Maybe if we didn't have that roll we would have been in the top 20. And as for those guys up the top doing the 352s, I have no idea how they're doing it. I would genuinely love to know what they are doing. But anyway, back to our result, 28th, so top 30 in the world. And you know what, we are the top British driver as well currently on the Saturday, so obviously I will update it once again in the description below. There you go, there's the closest Brit driver there, down in 40th. So obviously we are way off the aliens in this game, and we're not going to win this esports event by any stretch of the imagination, but it is going to be really fun to see how we compare to everyone over these rounds. Just like every other Dirt Rally video that I've done, I'm going to leave you with the cockpit version. Just the fast bits are absolutely fantastic, and you can see the little inputs that I'm putting on my thumbstick as and when the driver changes left to right on the wheel. So there we go, currently sitting 28th in the world. Who knows what it will be come Monday, but I really hope you enjoyed the video. Leave any comments you want in the comments section below, obviously, and thank you for watching, liking and subscribing. Thank you to the channel members for doing your thing, and we'll see you in the next one.